So today I want to talk to you about the power of numbers, and specifically metrics, and how they can supercharge people's focus within a business. So if you're an entrepreneur, business owner, or you work in business, this could be very, very interesting to you. So keep on watching, keep on listening. Welcome back to consecutive day 1681 of a diary of a Runpreneur. Today's topic is all about the power of numbers, and specifically metrics, and how you can really empower your team if you use these correctly. But before we get started, don't forget that this is a fundraiser to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultramarathon of run vlogging on consecutive days, a distance of a lap of the world, barefoot style. So do give this a subscribe, share, like and comment, as the more people we get in front of, more money we raise, more children's lives we save, which is why I do this every single day. Thank you as always, and back to the topic at hand. So we have, we're into 2025 now, and we have some pretty aggressive Q1 targets. Our Q1 operates in association with the calendar. It doesn't follow the tax year. So whereas this is Q4 for a lot of people, this is Q1 for us. Okay, so the first 3 months of the year is quarter one. So we have some pretty aggressive Q1 targets for the first quarter of the year. And we always set targets, and the problem that we've had, I suppose, as a business over the years is we either smash the targets out of the park, or we don't get anywhere near them. We never seem to find that consistent middle ground, and what you generally find is that previous performance where we've over exceeded expectations carries us through the periods where we under exceed, which is the good thing is that having the ability to exceed targets is hugely beneficial to the business, but it's not great for stability and forecasting when you're really volatile in terms of performance. So how do we correct that? Well, first and foremost, we have to have a think about why we over exceeded or why we underachieved, and look at those different scenarios and try and understand them a bit more. And quite often what it comes down to is the people in the team. And you know, when the people are firing on all cylinders, pulling in the right direction, they've got the right leadership, they've got the right targets, they've got the right goals, that's when they perform at a high level. When there's confusion or a lack of understanding or a lack of direction, a lack of leadership, a lack of collaboration, a lack of teamwork, then that's when you generally underachieve. And that's been pretty much the case with us. So this week is a big week for us. I've always been a management by numbers individual. I have dashboards and metrics for most things throughout my business, which allows me to manage by numbers, which is the way I like to manage. However, the problem I find is that I only have a couple of 2 or 3 people that report directly to me, so I can relay information to them, and it's how well they relay that information down to their teams that can often be the key determining factor on whether we exceed or underachieve. So how do we put that right? Well, pretty clearly, to me, it's a reporting issue. We're not reporting real-time data to the whole team. You know, it's just either business owners or senior management that is seeing the metrics, and the actual, you know, working members of the team throughout the business aren't seeing it, which is really, really important we put that right. So we're going to change that. So we're going to start providing daily and weekly reports to the whole company, focusing on the highest and most relevant metrics to their departments. So we're not going to send out a massive, great big, huge amount of data to everybody every day. We're going to be very selective and very specific about what we do, but anybody within the marketing department will get the marketing metrics, anybody within the sales department will get the sales metrics, anybody within the operations department will get the operational metrics, and anybody in the finance and admin will get the finance and admin related metrics. And we're keeping it to less is more. So in certain situations, there might only be one metric associated with the sales team, which might be a revenue target or number of sales target. Whereas other departments might have several metrics, but we're going to try and keep it less is more, and that's a really, really important point to kind of consider in this side of things is less is more. And what we're then going to do is we're going to use a very simple process. We're not going to over-engineer it, as what I've been guilty of in the past, creating amazingly detailed dashboards and charts and things. But the reality is it just needs to be user-friendly. It needs to be something that alerts everybody within the business, within the relevant departments at the right time each day, that allows them to see how they or their department is performing. Simple as that. So although I've got all my automations and real-time dashboards set up in Airtable, which is our kind of operational kind of engine of the business, we're going to have one of my senior managers is going to basically compile the relevant information into simple, very, very simple Slack messages that will go out to Slack channels that have the right people within their departments. So there might be 4 Slack channels for each of the departments of the business, and the metrics will go out every morning, first thing, to that team, so to see where they're at each day. And then there'll be a weekly one that comes out first thing on a Monday morning to show how the team did for the previous week and whether they hit target or whether they didn't hit target. And then any where we haven't hit target, we can then have a bit more of a deeper dive as a department, and not just me talking to my kind of subordinates, telling them this needs to improve. It will be, everybody will be clear, everybody have a vision, and hopefully what that will do is it will give a lot of direction, a lot of focus, and it will help people work together as a team to achieve their weekly targets. So learnings from my diary for today are that, you know, if you want to operate as a business owner or an entrepreneur at a high level or a successful level, doesn't even have to be at a high level, just a successful level, success being that you have a viable business that's trading and performing and is sustainable. And if you want to get to that stage, I believe you need to be operating from a management by numbers perspective. If you can't have the data you need at your fingertips for you to make informed decisions, then it's going to be very, very difficult. It's almost like you're going to be trading blind. Now, today's episode has taken that to the next level, because what we're now doing is taking that data, simplifying it down, and sending the most important targets and metrics out to across the company to the relevant departments within the company. And what that will hopefully do, if all goes well, it will create a teamwork environment of collaboration, of everybody pulling towards achieving that target, which is to get that metric to wherever that metric needs to be. And when you have that kind of level of kind of teamwork and collaboration and people pulling in the same directions, magical things happen. I talked about this quite a lot about people, is that even if you have great people, unless you've got great leadership, those great people will underperform. If you have great people and great leadership and everybody pulls in the same direction, you can move mountains. And I think, in my opinion, to date, we've had, not all of our team are great, but a lot of them are. So we're constantly looking to improve the personnel. However, even with our great personnel, when we get to that level, we now need to move into great leadership, where we're getting the chemistry right between the teammates, and they're all pulling in the right direction to give unbelievable results. And that's the real focus for this kind of year, really, is now getting people pulling in the same direction. We've too often had too many people pulling in different directions, which has meant we've still performed, and occasionally we get something right and we overachieve. But more often than not, if it's not right, you end up underachieving, and a business can only underachieve for so long without it becoming into difficult times. So it'll be interesting how this pans out. But that's it for me today. Any questions or comments, drop me a line. I'll respond to everyone. But please remember, if you do believe in my mission of saving lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultra marathon of run vlogging on consecutive days, a distance of a lap of the world, barefoot style, do give us a subscribe, share, like and comment. More people we get in front of, more money we raise, more children's lives we save, which is why I do this every single day. Thank you as always. Stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you again tomorrow.